Hey, morning. How is everyone doing? So we are working. We are back in Massapequa. We've got some material I brought in here. The guys worked yesterday. They got the intake bay, wetland. Intake bay is over there finished. They got the wetland, all the gravel in, the pipe in. We just are waiting on our extension for our snorkel. And we're working on this lower shelf that collapsed. Yeah, it's a sad day. We're gonna pray. Yeah, the shelf collapsed. But that's just about norm for here since everything is sand. And so now they're working on climbing underneath to try and fix it a bit. I've got a good boulder to go in their bottom, right down there. Guys are going to get lights assembled this morning because intake's done except for a boulder right in this corner area. We're going to get lights kind of mapped out. We're going to get the little areas we have left done, but we need material. Yeah, so guys are working on everything they need to. I have a handful of boulders left out front that I kind of had spots for them, but we're going to repurpose just because I want to keep moving. We've got a bunch here that are going to get set this morning. We got some boulders. Got a nice one here. Cool lichen growing on it. Got some good moss. And a little bit of poison ivy for us. Got some other pieces here. So, gonna get these unloaded. We'll work on setting these today. We had one of our shelves kind of collapse in there. It's this sugar sand stuff material we're working with, and I'll show you what it looks like. That's it. It has no ability to hold itself together. And so we have a shelf down in there that kind of collapsed, and this shelf in here that partially collapsed, as well as a corner here. And we haven't even been on much, but it didn't take much for it just to like fall apart. So we pulled a couple boulders out, threw them to the side. We have got everything put back together. We've got all our boulders lined up, all strapped, so that we're gonna go boom, 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 like science. Alright, so it's the end of the day. It was 3 of us today and it was brutally humid. Made good progress. We got every boulder that we have here again set. So if I look back, I would say we're about 80% of that area done. But it was hot again today. Tomorrow we're going to be at it. We got our transition, get into the wetland, and all the lights are going in tomorrow, gravel's going in tomorrow, seaming the edges going in, trimming, lots of progress tomorrow. This is our last day here for about a week because the owner is going away. So I'm trying to get everything kind of cleaned up and neat. You know, we've got a waterfall going here, but this is our last section we're going to tackle. Today I want to get this bottom area. I'm going to get these lights set now. He's getting that area over there fixed up. This area is looking great. All of our rocks are brought in, so nothing's left out front for while we're off of here. And progress. We got our extension on the snorkel in. We've got everything backfilled and adjusted. We've got boulders in for our wetland. We've started to frame out for our spill from our wetland into our pond. We're gonna get this wetland buttoned up, which Mike is in here working on finding for some stones around the edge. And Dan is over there. He's going to strap a boulder. We've got 2 or 3 more to set on this side. And then I'm going to hop back over here, and John has worked on cleaning this off a bit. We're going to drain this sucker down. We're going to fill our wetland up, and then we're going to get back to installing jet lines and all that fun stuff in here. We're going to get this built when we're back at day after tomorrow, because the electrician's going to get here. So we're going to get our plumbing line in after he's done. It's been laying here patiently waiting to get put in, because then once he finishes, we've got our other plumbing line that has to go back around here that's patiently been waiting. And then plumbing will be in. We've got to get a log in here that's somewhere over there. We've got to get 2 big boulders to go in there, but Ricardo's got that area all buttoned up, and then we just got to get boulders set in there. We're making good headway, and the last thing is going to be the stream. Stream is going to be fun, because stream is going to be super wide. It's going to be like that wide in there, and it's going to twist and turn and twist and turn. So we have a biofalls up there that's feeding the pond. We're working on getting this area prepped for seaming a liner, because this whole area is going to be really wide. Waterfall stream effect. We've got a 3-inch line tying into our wetland, our intake bay over here. We've got a 2-inch line going into our wetland over there. We've got 2 pumps going, but right at the moment, going to work on getting this seamed. Well, we're getting it prepped so Dan can finish doing his seaming. Edge of the liner has been cleaned. We firestoned it. We used our Firestone primer then as well. And then we've got our seaming tape that has been installed. Dan's getting the last piece there. We've got our other piece of liner here, which next up the guys will take that. They'll flip it over. They will clean that off. They will get the Firestone seamer on it. And then we'll seam these 2 together. And then after that's all said and done, we've got to put a piece of cover tape that's down in our container there. And then these 2 liners will be seamed. So by the means we're using, it almost bonds them together, because it uses a glue that almost becomes like a weld, where the 2 materials react with it. And the next thing you know is you've got a nice seam that whole length that holds up really well. It's the end of the day. We've got all of our plumbing lines now in. We have our stream liner seamed in, which took some time because it's almost 20 feet of it we did. The lights are in the wetland. The lights are in the intake bay, and everything is kind of back together. We've got our boulders, so tomorrow Dan and the guys are going to get that area fixed over there, and I'm going to work on down here. I've got a couple big boulders back here. I need to shave. A couple big boulders back there, and then I've got my slate here that I got to build a small wall. So late start today with everything, but we got the progress just about what I wanted to. So that tomorrow I can work on my side, they can work on theirs, and it's Friday. We're going to get this waterfall area built. They're going to finish up that side. And then once we really have those 2, we're going to have like more than 80% of this done. I've got Mike over there whittling away at that stump that's going to go in there where we have that fish cave going, and it's going to lay over that rock where the water is going to spill into the intake bay. So want it to kind of look natural and stuff. So we are going to get this part done. but I feel progress is going to happen today because it is 9:30 and not one person's shirt is soaking wet yet. Everyone is dry. Okay, he's got, but you know, he just fits his all day long. So, and I'm dry, which I am always. So, yeah, I mean, I finish at the gym and I'm soaking wet. But that is a good sign.